Welcome to the Ultimate Fancast, where fans are the star of the show. Each week we explore the epic co-created Battle Bunnies franchise from legendary artists Frank and Chitin Nature and the team at Junkbox Studios. Ultimate fans join BBs, Lord L, and Brian as they dive deep into the extraordinary world of the Battle Bunnies. Plus, we'll be your guides and take you backstage with the creators and actors who are captivating family audiences worldwide. Are you ready to meet this week's Ultimate Fan? It's time to fan up and enjoy the show.
Welcome everybody to another installment of the Ultimate Fancast. And we definitely have an Ultimate Fan here today. I had the pleasure of meeting him in person in Richmond, and I can tell you right now that the energy that he brings, the smile that he has, the passion that he has, man, you can just see it rip through. We got Jesse from Chitin Nature.
Woohoo! Yeah, welcome!
Yay. Welcome, man. I had the pleasure of meeting you. I had the pleasure of meeting you in person, man, at Richmond, and I can tell you it was an absolute, vibe, and you were positioned right up next to us in the booth as well, man. So it was amazing, and we got to meet your partner, Alyssa, isn't it? Is that how you pronounce it, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. So Alyssa, that's it, man. We got to meet you guys, man. It was absolutely amazing, the vibe that you bring, and man, I'm definitely interested to hear what you got going on, but I'm also interested, man, to hear on how you feel about the bunnies as well, because since I seen you in Discord, man, you hit the ground running. You're always trying to jump in and get involved in community games and just whatever we got going on, man. So it's awesome to see.
Right? No, I wish I was a lot more active in the Discord. I mean, I do slack a lot in the Discord, but you know what? We interviewed Frank and Krista super early when they started through like Chithead's radio. We had our little radio station going on, and we really got in deep with them. So definitely an OG holder. Definitely got in there early, and honestly, we don't plan on going anywhere. But no, the Fluffle fam is huge, so we know where it's at. We know who to follow. We know who to kind of like get our inspiration off of, right? So the Fluffle fam is definitely an A1 project that we definitely looked into and never will probably ever leave, especially with the trading card game and all that good stuff that's coming through, right? So definitely an ultimate fan. That's here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love hearing it, man, because it's like when you say the Fluffle fam, now that is you. You are part of the Fluffle Flam now, so it's like you always have been. So when you're talking about the Fluffle Flam, we got your back. Like you're part of the Fluffle. Oh, you're frozen. That's all good.
Yeah, normally we reserve the rugging to Lord L. Like he's
as if, man. I've hardly rugged in any of this. You guys will see. You guys will see. Yeah, you guys will see. There should be like a lot of episodes already out there with me no rugging. There better not be a compilation coming of like John putting them all together.
I'm writing notes.
At his new place, he's like, I need 2 gig upload speed. Like I need the most massive Wi-Fi setup ever, so that I never rug again.
Very good. So Jesse, how did you mentioned that you interviewed Frank? You interviewed Frank in the beginning. How is that? Like just meeting him for the first time. Like what hit you first with him?
Honestly, I was more fan struck that they took the time to spend their time with us. And they were so humbly and real when we were talking that you could tell through their voice that they were appreciative to even be there as well, right? So honestly, we jammed out like right off the bat. We molded. It was great. We never had any like scary feelings off the project. We seen that they came in legit. And then of course he gave us his 411 on who he is and where he came from. I'm not too sure if I interviewed him before Jesse Smith, but they were simultaneously together. So I'm not too sure like if they seen that we've interviewed Jesse and he got through or it was vice versa. But honestly, that connection has been on point ever since. And we've been working like even in background together, even talking back and forth on ideas. So he's real. They're real people. Krista, she's the Wizard of Oz of Web3, right? So to talk to them, to learn and listen on what they've been through how they've been through it, what they've done, and how they're coming into the Web3 world full time at a hardball game, like, so they're coming in with full force. They're not here to mess around. They're here for sustainability, Web 2, Web 3, all put together. And then they had their Metaverse up with Food Fight Studios, which was totally amazing. Can't wait till that's back up. Unfortunately, Alt Space went down, but yeah, I have some videos of climbing this what's it, pirate ship there in the Metaverse and trying to break through the walls and finding Christakins' snowy lair, and it was brilliant. So super early too. Now they have their spatial, and it's hard to load for me on my computers, but now I got my new computer. I just got to get a mic and a new webcam, and we'll be set up properly.
That's great.
That's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I see in the background you have one of the books in a shadow box. It looks like, is that? Yeah. Nice. Have you? Obviously, that's a big collector's piece in the Fluffle fan. Is that's one of the hard copies signed? I would assume.
No, we purchased ours off off Amazon. Yeah, it was just the shipping. We didn't want to crush on the shipping and all that because the Canada stuff. But we just went on Amazon and set it up. But we have it signed. We brought it to Richmond. We got Krista. We got Krista and Frank to sign. A couple of Fluffle fan. Laura, did you sign it, Lord?
Oh, I probably did. I hope so.
I think so. I think you were right beside Miss Firefly when you did. So I think I'm good there.
That's even better. Yeah. That if you're getting signatures of people that are in the book like Miss Firefly and other members from the Fluffle fam, I think that'll be just as collectible as the just having the 4 people that created the book signature. I have one of those that has that the signatures. But I thought about bringing that so I could get people to sign it, and I just didn't remember to do that before I packed up for Richmond, so I missed out on that opportunity. So that's sweet.
Dang. Nice. Yeah, no, we got a couple things signed there from them while they were there, so may as well, right?
Yeah. I had them sign one of my. I did bring like my little Grinch bunny right there. I had them. I was like, "Oh, would you sign the back of this?" Because that's one of the things with the show for this Christmas is I brought 4 other ones and had them sign that, and we're going to give those away as gifts. So,
cool.
we're going to give those away. Like they're signed versions of that Grinch bunny, which who doesn't love the Grinch bunny? Like that is so cool. Like I showed it to my wife and some other family members, and they're like, they did that? I was like, yeah, they did that. I was like, that's one of the things I fell in love with was their ability to kind of pull together all this stuff. So yeah. Right. That's cool. So you said you were an OG, you got a Spartan. Is that correct? Oh, look at that.
Yes, sir. Spartan 212. So if you check out my name down there, it's I call them 212 because I cannot come up with a name, so I gave them a dynasty name.
That's great.
Hey, no, Spartan's a Spartan, man. That's did you claim your card when they did the card?
So my card's actually right here. I don't know if you can see it behind my name, but it's
right
there
you go.
Okay, yeah.
Display. And nice. I got King Harold up there, and I got I think it's like Hoplight's gardening sketch, and then I got both my card packs up there. One I'm going to open, one I'm going to keep sealed. But my buddy and I were going to play it last week, but we got a little too drunk on the day and wasn't going there. But we got that there. I got the whole setup. We bought the hero package and an extra box just because we know that first we're huge in Pokemon. Like the 2 top ones there is Alyssa's Pokemons from her brother. So because that first edition aspect, we had the FOMO into that. There's no way we're going to let that one go. And when they bring it to market, that extra card that's in there, that'll be worth just as much as what we paid for is just, it's going to happen. So
yeah. For sure. I think we're probably giving BBS FOMO right now because he did not get to make it to Richmond, unfortunately. So his is in the mail. What's that?
That's it. That's a Grodel.
That's one of Jesse's.
There's a little spider web inside here.
Oh man! So yeah, he's BBS is the Spider-Man for sure. Like anything with a spider on it.
One of the devil Grodels that she created, but that's in the migration, and that was a sweet one to have. And then what you keep Lordell is Jirachi dressed up for Comic-Con, so that's kind of one of our exclusives. But yeah, those are Grodels. Those are what we started off with in the nature.
Nice. Now, are you an artist? Is your background in art as well?
No, Alyssa did the art for the Grodels. My sister, if you've seen the butterflies in our collection, my sister drew those. So this goes back 2 years when we first started. We were getting into it. So those collections are technically our OGs. But then if you look further into our project, you find the guardians of the nature. The Grodels have to escape their own world due to devastations. So as they escape, they land themselves in the nature, and this land is protected by guardians. The guardians I actually drew myself, the generative art, but we also have our Rumbles, our tournament that's actually happening in our Discord that happens every day. You win an NFT. That was AI art. So we Alyssa is the artist in the project, but I went to school for development. So I do all the back end. I do the website. I do the DApp. I do smart contract. I do everything in the background, right? The social media and all that. So that's my forte. That's what I love doing, is digging into programming. I love the languages, learning Solidity and all that crazy stuff. So that's where we kind of mold together. She's the artist, I'm the developer. When I was always like trying to get into a band, I know with music, if you're good in music, you could be an amazing rock star, but to be in a band to succeed, you need the business behind you. So it's the artist and the business molded together to create one. So I don't know if you guys know 2112 from Rush, but they literally say like that, pretty much that. So together, and I think that's what's given us the advantage in this game. So
yeah, I think when it comes to having two passions behind you, I think that's obviously when you see with Frank and Krista, that's like their passion and their drive and their love, and we can see that with you and yours. You know, and getting your sister to draw some stuff as well, like, man, that is so sweet. Like, that is sick as, like, you know, keeping in the family, everyone doing what they love. And I think that's why, you know, you are going to succeed in this space, is because of your nature right now. Like, I think that's a little where it comes from as well, man. You're super bubbly, you're super happy. You instantly make me happy every time I see you, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm pumped, I'm ready. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Let's go. Like,
let's go.
You definitely bring that. And that's why these are passion projects that we're in, really. You know, like, there's a lot of love and everything. Obviously, we need money to sustain it, to be able to continue moving forward for the holders and for our own, because, you know, like Frank and Krista, you know, Frank going fully off the grid now, all he does is Battle Bunnies. He don't tattoo no more. Like, you know, to get to that stage as well, like, it's a big leap, obviously, but I guess you'll come across that too.
You know what? There's Alyssa right there in the background. Hey! That's it. She's wearing her signed You Gonzo shirt.
I was about to say that. Yeah, let's go.
Very nice. So you have some fur babies, it sounds like. Did we hear a dog?
Some fur babies. Yeah, little Toki. Yeah, little Toki. Nice. Do you want to see her?
Yeah, we love of course, we love dogs. Like, I have 3 of them. Like, we have a zoo here at the Stouthouse. Oh. Very nice. What's her name? Is it
Toki.
Toki. Hey, Toki. She's like, I'm like every other dog. I don't want to be on camera. Let me.
Yeah, she's not.
Oh no. At the start there, she was kind of doing these ones, so I don't know. Just trying to get a best side.
Right angle. Yeah, she's trying to get the right angle.
Nice. Super fun.
And
so yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so how does it feel, like, you know, being that you first met Frank and Krista, and you were starstruck? Like, how is it now? Like, you get to work alongside them. You know, you have been working alongside them for, you know, I guess a long time now. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, have you like brought on some of the stuff that we've been doing over at the bunnies, or is it like how has that impacted on you?
Yeah, so with our like chatting in behind, they literally allow us to like talk to developers in the background. Like we were able to talk to was it John from Food Fight Studios a little bit there in regards to the metaverse when it was out. Also like we with our background and our Web 2 stuff, we helped them out with their pins and hooked them up with the distributor there. So it's kind of like a cool thing that we can kind of show out that we helped them out there. But that's just stuff in the back end, you know. It's us helping out them, helping us out. Who was it that was teaching us how to do our book and helping us how to mold our book? We have a book coming out. It's not a community written book like the Battle Bunnies, which is an amazing idea, but we just needed a little bit of lore and a novel to come out just to explain a story a little bit, so then you could get into it and understand it more. But it's of course inspired by the Battle Bunnies coming out with a book. We've always been on the back end before they were even on Amazon. Food Fight Studios knows all that stuff, so we got to talk to them about their fulfillment by Amazon, print on demand. We have that touched as well, so that's where we wanted to get more into depth with them as well, right? Especially because they could advance faster than us, which would give us a little bit of edge because we can follow their steps when they do take the plunge that are bigger, I guess. So then if they were to do like something big with plush or something like that with the Battle Bunnies, we could probably have that connection to see where they got their manufacturing done, have that connection, right? And they're so open just to give it to us, to tell us how it's done, right? As long as you ask them what's up, they're literally just, they're open book. They'll just tell you everything that you need to know. And they've already done it. They've been through it. Their sustainability is just on point. They're always going to grow, right? So it's like you can tell that they're going to keep rolling, and why wouldn't you want to follow that, right? So with that, with meeting them in Richmond, with working right on the same block as them, was an honor. And honestly, like, our booth kind of got cut. I did not complain. We had a 6-foot or a little 6-foot or 8-footer. I didn't care. I was like, I'm right beside Battle Bunnies and Carcaeus. That's all I needed. I don't care. Yeah. With Richmond, our merch, actually, we shipped it out to Ink and Aces and K-Dub, and it actually showed up on the Saturday. So we didn't have any of our merch. Only our hats and our t-shirts were on the table, and our business cards. So we're like, we have to make the best, and our prints, the prints that were on the grid. We were like, we have to make the best of this. Those prints were our backup prints from like 2 cons ago. We've had a new printer since. We got new prints. We got a new way of doing things, so they're actually crispier. But we took that opportunity to get to know the Battle Bunnies, get to know Carcaeus, get to know Fuzzy Vibes and Travis, and literally connect with them. So then we could come in next year stronger, happier, family, and just like huge connection. So I'm hoping next year we could mold our colors into what the Battle Bunnies and Carcaeus have, because they're more on like a brown tint, where ours kind of just had a black table cover. We're still noobs, but we want to mold into their. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think you had a good point there, man. Like with Frank and Krista and the team, is they're always so open and honest on what they're doing, because it isn't a competition in this Web3 space, and that's we obviously working with other communities and working with people. That's the only way to succeed. And you never want to shill your wares, right? You never go and sell my stuff, like come buy my stuff, and then keep the little secrets. It's like, no, man, you can buy my stuff if you want. This is my stuff here, and that's how it's always been. Like it's never like yo, you got to get this, otherwise we won't talk to you. And I think that brings us apart, and and your vibe attracts your tribe, and hence why you're here with us, and as well with the Fluffle, because you're a project founder, you're a project leader, and you have the same like-minded as us. There's no competition in this space. There is no your money and my money, and you can't mint when I'm minting. Like it's just more of a this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like and then You don't need to, like, and that's what I always say too. You know, I'm never like to jump up and shill our space and shill what we're doing. You know, we just tell everyone what we're doing because it's more of, you know, I don't want, you know, we don't want people to buy in that don't want to be a part of it. But that's how it's always been with them. So it's cool to have you as well. Like, you know, there's even more and more. And every day in Web3, we realize that, there's more good people out there.
Yes, sir. Especially in this bear market / build market, we really get to know each other. And you see, like, when you hop through Discords, you're like, oh, I know you. Oh, you've been here. Oh, I've seen you before, you know. So it feels good to really connect with a lot of good, solid people that are going to stay in this new technology of Web3. So it's super cool to be in the same crowd as like-minded people, because working in a Web2 business in a local area and just on Amazon, you don't have these connections. You could probably connect with other booth vendors, but to connect like you and I on AMAs and like all of us having this power of worldwide friendship, it just brings a whole new world to this like internet. So it's so adaptable. It's once we get the whole stigma of the word NFT and Web3 all mushed into internet, I think it's good. Our IPs are going to be there. We're going to be right on time for the right moment. And you know what? If we bloom together, the fields are going to be beautiful.
And before BBS, I was gonna say, before BBS has this crazy question, I got one more question for you, right?
I don't have any.
Obviously, what class are you? What class are you in the fluff, or did you do the quiz, or did you choose what you wanted to be? Like, what are you? Like, how did that go about? You're okay.
Yeah, I'm a Valkyrie. Before I knew what a Valkyrie was.
No, he's retake it. I don't know.
So see, you're allowed to retake it if you take the test and you answer all the questions. But if you took the test and you're a Valkyrie, then that's it. You're one for life. Because my son was
like, why do you got a stereotype, man? It just, you know, like, you can be whatever you want.
No, I didn't.
Like, so to be clear, I took the test. I retook the test, and it didn't say pirate. So, but
it didn't say pirates. It said you were a Viking, didn't it?
No, it said sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Okay.
Yeah, it said, "Do you like to ask questions?" And I answered yes to that. Like maybe a sorcerer.
Yeah, it leads you down a certain path. If you know kind of what it's asking you, you could end up getting the thing. Because like I think I'd like to be a Spartan. But I knew that you had to, in order to get the Spartan, you had to answer the questions in such a way that it was like you're more aggressive, or not necessarily. I don't think that aggressive is the word, but more like, you know, you like to battle and you like to fight and stuff like that. And that's just not my nature. So that's why I ended up being a Viking. But, you know, like obviously, not obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's like
I just wanted you on my team. I wanted you to be a shaman. That's all.
To be a shaman, yeah.
I was trying to be like, no, look, it's all good. You can always try again. You might be a shaman, man. You never know.
Yeah. Luke's always looking for shamans to join him because the shamans are kind of like I think probably that and sorcerers are probably the factions that have the least amount of people in them, right? Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of Vikings. I think Valkyries is probably in that. Yeah, there's a lot of Vikings and there's a lot of pirates.
But the pirates are awesome. Remember the alliance that we've got? That's why this literally last week or the week before, I was like straight up tried to get the shamans on board with the pirates, man. Because I was like, I noticed in Gen Chat that we were outnumbered. I did a roll call in the shamans thing the other day, and no one came. So I was like, yo, CBS, man, I like that hat. That's a nice smile you got.
That's what it's telling
We're your allies.
I do know that the pirates have serious meme game. Like, you don't want to mess with a pirate with that because they'll just destroy you with images.
They're moderators. There's a lot of moderators that are pirates. Like, you know, so those guys are supposed to be good.
Half the design teams are bloody pirates.
Yeah. You got Doug. Is Doug a pirate?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Doug is a pirate. Okay. Yeah.
Aaron's a pirate.
That's what the pirates are good, man.
Today,
told you, pirates are good. We love
good morning in that chat instead of Gen Chat. And I was like, oh, Aaron's a pirate. Okay.
Very cool. It's nothing wrong being a Valkyrie, though. Valkyries are cool, too.
It is.
One of my...
But it is.
What'd you say? Sorry, you broke up for just a second.
I just said it is what it is.
Oh, it is what it is. Okay, yeah. I was like, I didn't miss something.
Is
something.
Is Alyssa
Right, BBS, this is your time.
is one as well? What's Alyssa? Is she the same? Or am I rugging now?
I think she was a Valkyrie, yeah.
She did.
Are you a Valkyrie? Yeah, she's a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Team Valkyrie. And
well, that's nice.
Team Valkyrie.
All right, BBS. Sorry, we've been delaying BBS's question. He always has a great question that he has to get off of his chest.
Well, first is a general like statement. Like I genuinely like this is the first time I'm seeing you face to face, and one of the many reasons why I really like have FOMO about Richmond. I don't get to like sit and chat with people like you, and so like I see like this there's like a type of person that comes in, and especially if they're a founder, they're like a collector first. They look at things differently, and then you find out it's because it's no mystery why your project isn't doing so well. It's because you're in there. Like, it's like Frank and Krista. Like, I see connections there where you're a collector who is giving things and doing things for people that like how you would want it, And so it's not a mystery to me that you're here and, highlighted today because you're just amazing. So next year when I get to go,
yes,
I hope that we can chat, have a pint, whatever, and just talk about it. So, but my question, and they rib me a little bit about questions because they know I like to give them. You mentioned business and back end and technology, and I love all of that. So I'm wondering, like, if you had to pick one value that, like, one business value that you share with Frank and Krista, what would that, like, what's that one thing for you that is like that you see from them that you're just like, yeah, that's me too. Like, that's what's connecting us.
I would think that they're doing the Web 2 thing a lot harder than a lot more other companies with their merch, with the pushing of that. That's why I like to follow them, their website. I swear to God, that website, every time it changes, I'm baffled by it. And that was really what caught our attention. And if anything, I would love to just like business with them, both their website. I think it's still John from Food Fight that still does it or something like that. But honestly, that's the whole. If I were to talk business, that would be that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Mike is like the brains behind all that tech stuff. But definitely John is like John's the guide there, like, like strategy. But Mike, yeah. So what this is going to do, this series is really going to highlight some of what Mike does, and it's going to bring him out of the shadows, which I'm not sure he's happy about. But it's well deserved. Like he's killing it with the contracts and like, as you know, like how hard that is. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
you must know.
Oh my God, it's annoying.
Doing stuff with like making all the NFTs in one. Like, I don't understand that, but it's awesome. Or like, what's he gonna come up with next? I don't know.
And there's so many possibilities.
Yeah,
so many possibilities. Yeah. I mean, it just seems to be it's growing and growing and growing. Like over the last 2 years, you've obviously seen kind of the ups and downs. Like let's see, what's my question? Like from an OG standpoint, like what is the thing that you're most excited about, I guess, for the future for the Web3, but maybe something we're doing in the Battle Bunnies? Is there one thing that you're like, you're really stoked about the direction of things going?
Honestly, the Metaverse. It might sound scary, but it's definitely necessary. Honestly,
and that's the augmented reality. Is that what that is? The Metaverse? Is it the augmented?
Not just VR. You could hop in on your computer. You could hop in on your Android. You could hop in on your iPhone. So it's just, I kind of look at it just as like, instead of a game you're playing, we like to call it interactive environments. So it's if you were going to a park to go have fun with some friends, you get to do it now in a digital aspect. Go have a campfire with your friends, have a nice hangout with them on either your phone. But if you do throw on that Oculus, you honestly get lost. I just sent a meme video about someone driving a car, and then he was drinking beer in the VR, and then he turned around and seen a cop, and he spit the beer out because he was in a car in VR. It's real. So honestly, that's if once the when the Battle Bunnies had their metaverse out, I literally went from corner. Well, it was a circle. I went from parameter all the way around to make sure that I hit everything that they had going. I hopped on stage. I met a couple new friends that were just hanging out in the metaverse too. I literally hopped inside the rabbit to make sure like how they built it. Like I'm looking around on how they did stuff and what's about to come, right? So honestly, once we hit that metaverse hard, like we have one in the background. We have some pictures already of our we're calling it a haunted mansion, but we're going to have our gallery in the basement. You're going to be able to walk in the basement, see the gallery. You're going to be able to see Battle Bunny collection. You're going to be able to see all of our different collections down the aisles, and very much get to know who we are. And then with that, there's speculation that we're able to do token gating within this metaverse. So we're hoping that to following through with the company's NFT drops.
Yeah, that sounds exciting, man.
We rugged.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. We want to be respectful of your time. We appreciate you joining us for the show. It was great to get to know you, and we'd love to have you come back. Was there anything else that in closing you wanted to say, or guys, did you have anything?
Could you, for the listeners, right, Jesse? Could you give us the website where we can find out more information from you, or like your Twitter handle, or we'd probably put them somewhere in the comments too. Yeah, we could definitely put it in the comments down below, links to get to know more about your project and you. But yeah, do you have that information you want to share with this audience? I do.
If you don't, we can add it in. Yeah,
kind of a little rug there, kind of set up. That's all good. Just go to our website, chitinnature.com. Find everything there. Hop in our Discord. We have our daily rumbles, win an NFT every day. It's seasoned by the Zodiac, so definitely hit us up on Twitter, Discord, or our website. Definitely check it out, chitinnature.com. All our collection info, all our smart contracts, dApps are up on there. And definitely go from there. But other than that, Drywall Guy is an amazing person. I don't want to hold him up because that man deserves a hug when he gets to meet me in Richmond. I guess we already met, but see me in Richmond.
Yeah, we don't do a great job of putting space between guests. And we record usually a couple of these in a row. So we apologize that we always have to do this. So Drywall gets the benefit that we don't have somebody afterwards. So then I'm still the bad guy because I'm looking at the clock. I'm well, we've had you for an hour, so it's time to.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back on too. If that's something you're interested in.
Yeah. No, we really appreciate you coming on. We definitely want to have you back. Maybe Alyssa could come back on too. And we could interview the both of you and talk to you both about your experiences. Whatever you guys are game for. So we definitely enjoyed this.
And the pup too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tuki. It's Tuki, right? Is that the name? Toki.
Yep,
sorry.
Toki.
Yeah.
Toki. Very nice.
It comes from Naruto, and it comes from Studio Ghibli, one of the characters there.
Nice. I don't know what that is because I'm so new to all this stuff.
That's anime, right?
It sounded like anime. Yeah. It sounded like anime. Yeah, and Lord L and BBS know this stuff, and I don't. And they're like,
Yeah.
like my one thing is Battle Bunnies, and that's it. Like,
how do you not know Naruto? Like, come on, how do you not know? But it's all good, Brian. You just explained it.
It sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. My kids would probably smack me over the head. Like, I got 22-year-olds down to 14, so I'm sure they know all this stuff. Anyways, well, thank you, Jesse. We appreciate you. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to put you back in the green room, and then we'll say goodbye. And then you've got to upload. So, well, I'll stop the recording when we do like our close, and then just for a minute, I'll take to upload everything to the cloud, and then we can say goodbye. Cool. All right.
Brilliant. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you too.
Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome, man. I knew he'd bring his vibe, man, and you can't help but just feel like energized, right? Straight after that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, just energy. Like I didn't get to meet him in Richmond. I was there, but I was running around shooting photos, and I think I know for sure I saw him and Alyssa there. I just I didn't do anything but shoot photos of the Battle Bunnies while I was there. So, and I was only there for about 24 hours. So, but no, that was so awesome to have him come on the show. We can't wait to have him back. I appreciate him taking the time out and coming and visiting with us and sharing more about him and his, love of the bunnies and, his, and about his project too, which now I know the right name to pronounce it. Chitin Nature.
Chitin Nature.
Chitin Nature.
Stuffed it up straight away. Man, I was super excited that he was talking about the metaverse and stuff from like way back when. So it was good to like hear about that, and no one else has spoke about that since then. So it just took me right back to that. I didn't even think of like that aspect of it. So that was pretty intense.
Yeah. I look forward to that. Like, I've talked to some other people about what we're doing in the Battle Bunnies, and they mention that all the time. Like, you guys should be going that direction. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, just another genuine person that you can just see. They're just relaxed and comfortable in their own skin. Huge shout out to Jesse for his time, and just another puzzle piece that's been put together. That's part of this world, and it's great. We're all stronger because of it.
Yep. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you fans tuning into the show. Hopefully you got Jesse's information. If not, we'll put it down in the comments so that you'll be able to get in touch with him and get more information on him and his project. But definitely stay tuned. We'll have another guest come join us next week and expose you to even more of the ultimate fan. So,
man, couldn't have said it any better myself, Brian.
Yeah, that was
yeah, or worse, because man, I'm tripping over my words today. Man, there's something wrong with my brain.
No, that's all good, man.
Thanks. I'm gonna end it now because that's just what it was.
Just end it.
That's awesome.
Thank you for joining us today, Ultimate Fan. BBS, Lord L, and Brian, that's me, do hope you enjoyed today's program as much as we did, where Ultimate fans like you are the stars of the show. We'd be honored to have you join us on a future episode where you can share your story and love of the Battle Bunnies with this encouraging community. It would be the greatest compliment if you shared something you love about the Battle Bunnies on your favorite social platform today, like X, Facebook, or Instagram, and tagged us. Or simply use hashtag #UltimateFancast so we can recognize and celebrate with you and other super fans by sharing your post. Bonus points if you do both and use an image of one of your favorite Battle Bunnies or a screenshot of this episode. We know you share, like, and comment because you care about our fellow Ultimate fans as much as we do. Please leave comments too to let us know how we can make this the greatest fan experience for the Battle Bunnies community. This podcast is sponsored by Hairstream Media. your bunnies all the time streaming service. Okay, not really. It is just us fans like you giving some of our time to support other fans like you. Join us over in the Battle Bunnies community and Discord to continue the fun. We hope you tune in with us each week. So make it easy. Subscribe now. We'll be here to keep you hopping when you need us.